In the UK, we have actually another distinction to be made, which is prosecutorial discretion. Is prosecutors don't prosecute a criminal offence unless, firstly, there's a reasonable likelihood of conviction, but secondly, it must be in the public interest to prosecute. And that prosecutorial discretion is interesting because if someone comes back and says, I was forced into the situation, I didn't want to do it, I had no choice, even if there's some doubt as to whether they were physically threatened, the prosecutors will often exercise their discretion and say, look, it's not something you wanted to do, you were forced into a difficult situation, we'll use our discretion not to prosecute. So there's a lot, as you correctly identified, there's a lot of grey area, unfortunately, in this whole area of facilitation payment and extortion. And also it's confused by the different terminology. Some people call it bribery, some people call it extortion, some people call it facilitation payments. Some laws exempt it, some laws don't exempt it. It's a very, very complex and broad area. And I thank you, Kamal, for raising that point. So I would say to the participants, know the law in your country and the law where you're doing business. That's the critical outcome of this. But be totally cautious in the situation when you're making payments. Be very careful in the situation because you could be committing a crime.